This is the kindness board, and what I want you to do is to add a kind word or something nice that you did or will do in the future.
Children recognizing the warning signs of bullying is an important first step.
Try not to be a bully and be nice.
When Angelique, a 6th grade Bayshore student and victim of bullying, wanted to raise awareness to herself and other students, she created random acts of kindness that included a kindness board where victims wrote a note to remind them to retaliate with words of kindness.
I wanted them to write down something nice to remind them to become a nice person, not to turn into a bully. And for people who might see someone being bullied, to stop it.
Her efforts to raise awareness by the use of a simple note left an impression on the other students.
I wrote a couple of these nice notes, but the one that really appealed to me, and I hope it appeals to all of you, is doing something good will make you feel good, because one kind act leads to another.
I'm very proud of you. What you're doing is a good cause, and
thank you.
And you're doing a great job. It's very important that children speak to children because they could relate to how they feel, and it's very important because those children that are bullied, they suffer a lot inside, and they put on a smile and get through their day. And Angelique brought it to light to show children that kindness goes a long way.
In school, Angelique was made to feel inferior mainly because of her physical condition. As walking is difficult, it could have been easier to turn being bullied into anger.
She looks out for other kids that are bullied, and she gets bullied by herself as well. But she's just a strong enough person that she can handle it. My most important thing is that she continues to do what she does, have a great heart, be a strong person, continue to help others, and hopefully with one smile that she gives, it can change the world and try to end this big problem that we have now.
The big problem has become an epidemic. Whether it's physical or cyberbullying, almost 1 out of every 4 students report being bullied during the school year, according to the Long Island Coalition Against Bullying.
The only way that you're ever really going to be able to combat the issue is by getting the kids to be, what we really consider to be the frontline soldiers in their own fight, where you engage the kids to recognize that the behavior shouldn't be accepted or tolerated, and encourage them to do things that become an upstander rather than just be a bystander and watch it go on around them, but rather be engaged in, being a solution to the problem instead of being part of the problem. More than 50% of them are willing to stand up for somebody that they see being bullied, or do something about it, or tell somebody or get directly involved in it, which we found to be very encouraging because it just goes back to the whole idea that kids need to be engaged in the process. So it was very positive for us to see that while almost 100% of them have either seen or been bullied, greater than 50% of those same kids are also willing to take a direct role in trying to stop it.
They cannot see our beauty, so what do? They pull us out by our hair.
Joanne Terminini Pira is an author and reads from her book titled I Am Not a Weed, focuses on children accepting one another's differences, an easy way of teaching a difficult approach.
Well, I take a very difficult concept, and because it says I am not a weed, my weed has a big attitude that doesn't accept being called names. And I'm a beautiful flower, and it's how you see yourself, and it's how you see others. So it's really expression of strength and kindness.
Weed, you have such a beautiful yellow. Would that make me happy or sad?
Happy.
Happy.
The bullies that are bullying the other kids, and they say something really mean, the kids, once they get bullied again, they're going to think of the other time, and they're just going to get out of control and do other things.
I know that even though you're little, you know the difference between saying something nice and saying something mean, right?
For Push Pause in Bayshore, this is Archie Snowden.